Hi there, welcome back to my shop. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Now, for those who haven't been here before, usually when I do a video, it has to do with wood turning. Well, today, I'm on the injured list, still healing up from a back injury, and so I can't stand in one spot long enough to do any turning. But luckily, I have a lot of other hobbies I can do in my shop that don't require me to stand, and so I don't have to sit on the couch and watch TV or something crazy. And I've got a new hobby starting here. I was approached by Ortur and asked if I would do a review of their Ortur LaserMaster 3 laser engraving machine. And I'm always willing to try out a new machine, so I said yes, I'll certainly try it. Now, full disclosure, they sent me this for free. It's not a sponsored video really, because they're not paying me to do this. They're giving me this, and I consider that quite sufficient payment. They also included this Diwali air assist pump and system so that I can use that. And what that does is blow away some of the char when engraving is done. Helps to keep the surface of the burning clean. Now, I've purchased a couple of things myself to get going, one of them being this honeycomb bed. You can probably see that it's being used. It's got some burning on it. Below that is a stainless steel plate that helps to keep the flame from going through and burning whatever surface I've got this on. So that's going to help quite a bit. I've got a lot of things to test here to try to show to you. My first concern is always safety. And one of the things that comes with this machine is a pair of safety glasses that protect your eyes from the frequency of light that's out of these machines. They're very bright, they can cause you eye damage, so always wear eye protection. So let's start going through some of the other safety features on this. See what you think of this machine. I know, I really like it. One of the first and most obvious safety features is a set of keys. If you have children or grandchildren like I have, or maybe there's just someone you don't want near your engraver, you can just turn the key off, remove it, and hide it away so nobody else can use it. When you're ready to use it again, just put the key in, turn it back on, and give it a moment to reboot. Once it does, it's going to reposition the module automatically. The homing is done with no limit switches, which is a very nice feature, I believe. The next safety feature is this emergency stop button. If for some reason you need it to stop instantly, just hit that button and you can hear that beeping. It's stopped. When you want it to go again, just turn it clockwise, turn off the key, and then when you turn the key back on, it will reset itself. And once it is reset, you're ready to get back in the game. Another safety feature is known as the sloping angle protection. If you happen to have a burn going like this and something causes the machine to be lifted up, this is what happens. Then there's the active position protection. If it happens to move somewhere, like that, it'll shut down automatically again. Then it's a matter of turning off the key, turning it back on, and it will reboot itself. Once it rehomes itself, it'll be ready to use again. At the right rear corner of the machine, we have this switch. Now it is in the Y motor position, which is what I'm using for all of my engraving and cutting now. If you switch it to the other side, it allows you to plug this cable in here, and the other end would go to a rotary roller. And that would allow you to turn on things like bottles or cylinders that you have turned, perhaps a rolling pin, something like that. Now that's something I don't have at the moment, but I am hoping to get one in the not too distant future. I'm sure you've noticed that this is not constructed of the usual aluminum extrusions. The rails have been all newly designed by Ortur, and I think they've done a beautiful job. This is not just a great functional machine, it's a great looking machine. I'm not sure what kind of wood this is, although if I had to guess I would say birch. Now I'm using a hold down pin on the top right corner, and on the bottom left I'm using duct tape, which seems to work very well. And I'm doing that because this wood is just a little bit warped. So now I'm going to bring the module back, I'm going to home it, and then I will be able to start this burn. Now at 20,000 millimeters per minute, I think that's turned out very well. I'm quite happy with that. This is just a piece of rock I found on the street. I have no idea what to set the settings at, so I'm going to go with 500 millimeters per minute and 100% power. Well, that's not too bad, but I'd actually like it a little darker. Let's try that again. I'm going to change that to 250 millimeters from the 500 and see if that makes much difference. All right, that's pretty good. Just on a piece of stone found on the road. This is one of those bamboo boards that you can get from dollar stores. And after having done all of this to see what the different effects are as far as power and speed, I kind of like the darkness right here at 750 and 100. So I'm going to try putting my logo on there at that speed, and we'll see what we come up with. I just have to home this, and then I can start it. All right, now that doesn't look too bad, but I intentionally left this out of focus. In other words, I did not drop this down to where it should be. And I wanted to see just what kind of difference I would get when I put it in the right spot. So I'm going to home this. I'm going to set this to burn just a little bit above where that one did. And let's see how much better this will look. All right, I think that is much nicer. Might have been better had I moved it down a little, but that's all right. I can make as many of these as I want to. But the lines are much finer, I'm sure you can tell. So having it focused is very important. I am real happy with that. The air assist certainly kept that surface clean. At 80 millimeters per minute, it takes 21 minutes to cut out these 10 discs. I think I have shown you pretty much everything you can do with this, although I'm sure there are things I still have to learn. But one thing I have not shown you is this app for your phone or for your iPad if you want to use it on that. It's called Laser Explorer and allows you to control your Laser Master 3 using this app. Now, among other things on here, there's a control screen, so you can choose to move this how you want to. In any position on there, you can choose different amounts that it's going to move, and it's got a home button, so it'll bring it back whenever you want to do that. There are also other controls on here. You can put text in if you want to, type some text in there, engrave it or carve it on whatever you're going to be doing. You can use the library, which has a bunch of different items in here. Now, I have not experimented with this myself because I like using Lightburn on my laptop. However, this is an option that you can choose if you want to do that. Well, I thought I had shown you everything, and then a package arrived in the mail today that I had purchased from Ortur almost a month ago, I think it was. But anyway, you can probably tell what it is just looking at the machine. They're called foldable feet, and they lift this up off the bed just a little higher. And the reason for that is so that you can get that rotary roller in there and it has enough space. So now, I guess I'm going to have to buy that rotary roller. Oh, just one more thing I do for she who must be obeyed. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gave you enough information so you can decide if you're interested in buying something like this. And if you're interested, down in the description box, you'll find that there are links to help you save some money. Oh, thank you for joining me today. Again, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll come back next time. Between now and then, have a great day in your shop and be safe. Bye-bye now.